Introduction, boarding the space shuttle. Hey there, space travelers. My name is Zog, and I come from a planet far, far away. Today, we're about to blast off on an extraordinary adventure across the solar system in our space shuttle. Have you ever wondered what it's like to visit different planets? Some are scorching hot, others freezing cold, and some have magical rings that sparkle in the sky. Ready to find out more? So, strap in, prepare for launch, and let's get ready to explore the mysteries of space. 3, 2, 1, blast off, passing by the sun. Look out the window. Can you feel the heat? It's the sun. But just how big do you think the sun really is? Imagine this. The sun is so enormous you could fit over 1 million Earths inside it. It's the giant engine of our solar system, giving us light and warmth. But if we get too close, it's like standing in front of a blazing furnace. The sun's surface burns at over 5,500 degrees Celsius. Whoa, let's make sure we stay far away from that. Without the sun, none of the planets could survive, but it's way too hot to visit. Speaking of staying close, which planet is brave enough to orbit right next to the sun? Let's find out as we zoom towards Mercury. Mercury, the speedy planet. Wow, look how close Mercury is to the sun. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be this close? On one side, you'd be roasting at over 400 degrees, and on the other side, you'd be freezing at minus 180 degrees. But that's not all. Mercury is the fastest planet in the solar system. It zooms around the sun in just 88 days. If you had a birthday on Mercury, it would come much sooner than on Earth. Mercury is like the speedy messenger of the solar system, always in a rush. Mercury is fast, but what if we visit a planet that's wrapped in thick clouds and even hotter than Mercury? Let's soar over to Venus. Venus, the hottest planet. Welcome to Venus. But wait a second, Mercury is closer to the sun, so why is Venus even hotter? The secret lies in its thick atmosphere. It's like a blanket of clouds that traps all the heat. Here's a question for you. What do you think it feels like on the surface of Venus? It's 475 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt metal. The clouds are full of acid, and it rains sulfuric acid here. Venus may look beautiful, but it's a stormy, dangerous world. It's like a giant oven with toxic storms swirling all around. Time to escape the heat. But before we go, do you know what planet is perfectly suited for life? You guessed it, our home, Earth. Let's head back to where things feel just right. Earth, home, sweet home. Here we are back on Earth. Have you ever wondered why Earth is the only planet with life? It's because everything here is perfectly balanced, plenty of water, fresh air, and just the right temperature. Look at the blue oceans, green forests, and snowy mountains. Earth is like the Goldilocks planet. It's not too hot, not too cold, it's just right. Plus, Earth has something no other planet has, a moon that lights up our nights and helps control the tides. Isn't our planet amazing? It's the perfect home. But what if we leave this cozy planet and head to a place that's cold, dusty, and red? Hold on tight as we blast off to Mars. Mars, the red planet. Welcome to Mars, the red planet. Have you ever wondered why Mars is red? It's because its surface is covered in rusty iron dust. But wait, here's something cool. Scientists believe Mars once had water flowing on it. Could there have been life here in the past? And maybe in the future, humans might live on Mars. Can you imagine being one of the first explorers to walk on Mars? The planet is covered in rocky deserts and gigantic volcanoes, even taller than Mount Everest. Who knows what else we might find on Mars one day? Mars is exciting, but what if we visit a planet that's so big it could fit more than 1,300 Earths inside? Let's head to the giant of the solar system, Jupiter. Jupiter, the giant of the solar system. Whoa, look at the size of Jupiter. It's the biggest planet in our solar system. But have you seen that giant red spot? What do you think it is? That's the Great Red Spot, a massive storm that's been raging for over 300 years. Imagine a storm that never stops. And did you know Jupiter has at least 79 moons? One of them, called Europa, might even have an ocean under its icy surface. Jupiter is like the king of the planets, enormous and full of storms and mysteries. That was intense. But what if we could visit a planet that has the most beautiful rings? Hold on, because we're about to glide towards Saturn. Saturn, the ringed wonder. Wow, look at those rings around Saturn. Have you ever wondered what they're made of? It turns out they're not solid. They're made of tiny pieces of ice, rocks, and dust, all spinning around the planet. Some pieces are as small as dust, and others are as big as a house. Saturn itself is a gas giant, so it doesn't have a solid surface like Earth. But those rings make it one of the most stunning planets in the solar system. It's like a giant cosmic hula hoop shimmering in the darkness. Saturn's rings are amazing. But have you ever heard of a planet that spins on its side? Let's find out more as we visit Uranus. Uranus, the sideways planet. Welcome to Uranus, the planet that rolls on its side. Why does Uranus spin like a rolling ball? Scientists think a huge object crashed into Uranus long ago and knocked it over. Isn't that wild? Uranus is also one of the coldest planets, with freezing temperatures and icy clouds of methane. That's what makes it look blue. It's like a giant frozen ball rolling through space. Can you imagine standing on a planet where the sun never rises in the same way? Everything is different here. Feeling cold? Let's head to an even farther planet, where the winds are the fastest in the solar system. Prepare for an icy journey to Neptune. Neptune, the windy planet. Here we are on Neptune. You might not be able to feel it from here, but the winds on Neptune can blow faster than a jet plane, up to 1,600 kilometers per hour. Neptune is a distant, icy giant, and its deep blue color comes from methane in the atmosphere. But that beautiful blue hides a cold, stormy world where the winds never stop. It's like a frozen, windy planet at the edge of our solar system, swirling in the darkness. And that's it. Space travelers, we've explored all the planets in our solar system. But now, it's time to return to where it all started, our home planet, Earth. Let's head back. Returning to Earth. Wow, what an adventure we've had. From the burning heat of Venus to the icy winds of Neptune, each planet has its own incredible story. But now, we're heading back to our home, Earth. Can you feel that sigh of relief as we get closer? The blue oceans, the green forests, nothing compares to our home planet, does it? Earth is just right for us, and there's no place like it. I hope you've enjoyed this journey through the solar system, and remember, space is full of wonders just waiting to be explored. Until next time, keep looking up at the stars. Wait a second. Are we forgetting someone? Weren't there 9 planets in the solar system once? What happened to Pluto? Well, let me share some big news. Once upon a time, Pluto was considered the 9th planet in our solar system. But in 2006, something dramatic happened. The scientists of Earth came together, looked closely at Pluto, and decided it's no longer a planet. What? Can you believe it? Why, you ask? Well, Pluto, though wonderful and mysterious, didn't meet all the new rules set for what makes a planet. It's now classified as a dwarf planet, a smaller but still fascinating object orbiting far away from the sun. So, while Pluto is no longer on the planet list, it's still a remarkable part of our cosmic family. But don't worry, we won't let Pluto feel left out. We'll be sure to say hello later in our adventure. If you liked this adventure and want to have more like this, please subscribe, like, share, and comment for more. Thanks for watching.